Well, hello, hello, hello. How is everyone today? Happy Saturday. I hope all is going well for everyone. Today, I'm doing this Christmas in July. I am coloring a page from RJ Hampson's coloring book, and this is the page. I made a copy of it on my printer, and I'll be doing something a little bit different than what I normally do when I color. So, welcome everyone to the live stream today. Hello, Miss Linda. I see you in the building, as they say. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And everyone else who's joining today, welcome, welcome, welcome. Also, if you're catching this on the live stream, I mean, not the live stream, if you're catching this on the replay, welcome, welcome, and thank you for watching. So I hope all is going well today for everyone. I have my little agenda and I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. What I have to share today before I get started. Now, I do have a few announcements that I want to make. I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, just press 1. I guess you guys can hear me. I see Miss Southern Belle in the building. How are you today, Miss Dear Southern Belle? And also Miss Linda. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have a few announcements to make, and I'm going to go ahead and make those, and then we'll move on into our conversation starters, and I will be coloring while I start the conversation. Now, I have some news and a little bit of I guess, announcements. Is both, I guess, the same. Um, okay, Miss Linda, you can hear me. Thank you for putting the 1 in the chat. First off, I have merch, but I have been slack on redesigning my, I guess, the shirt or the symbol or whatever, the design to be on the shirt. I have to make some changes, but I just haven't done it. Once I get that done, I will launch it and you will see my merch out here. That's all about adult coloring. My website, the same way. I haven't had an opportunity to really work on it, but here's the deal. I will be taking a break from social media for, I guess, the rest of this month. I will, however, continue to post on YouTube and continue to engage with you. And so I will be here. But however, I will not be posting on Instagram or Facebook or even TikTok. I've actually disabled my TikTok and Facebook accounts or deactivated it because really I don't post that much to be on that waste my time that I think is not beneficial. So I don't waste my time there. And so I have deactivated that. So if you don't see me on TikTok or Facebook, then you already know. And then if you don't see me on Instagram starting Monday until the rest of this month is out, then you know that I am taking a break from Instagram. However, I still posting on YouTube and engaging with you and everybody who makes videos and stuff. So I just want y'all to know that before I get into what I'm coloring today. Oh, I just lost my little screen. Okay, there it is. So you know I'm coloring from RJ Hampson's coloring book. And I'm coloring this page here. I made a copy of it on my printer. We have a new printer, and I probably should have been a little bit more wiser in the type of printer I purchased. But however, it is what it is. What happens is it shoots ink on the paper, and the other printer I had was not like that. So I had to be creative and try to figure out how to get the ink off the paper. But I figured it out. I'll be coloring this page today. I'll mainly be working on the Santa Claus because you know I like to talk with you and communicate with you. So, you know, I can't just talk and then color. I kind of have to color a little bit and talk a little bit. So I will be focusing on the Santa Claus. I will be using Prismacolor pencils along with Sharpie markers and I think Stabilo. So I have been testing out this little thing that I be doing. I know most of you already know that you can color over markers, but it's kind of new to me. So you have to pick the right pencils. That's what I'm discovering in order for the markers to look like that matte look that I'm going for. So that's what I'm doing today. The purpose of the pencils is to help the marker, like the alcohol marker or even the water-based marker, to not bleed through the paper. And you know what? It works. It really does work. I will be making a video in the future showing you how it works. If you want to color on thinner paper, then you can do that on thinner paper. If you have a book that has thin paper, then you can protect it by using pencil first, just going over it in pencil and then coming in with your alcohol marker, whatever marker you're using that might bleed through the thin paper or whatever paper you're using. Okay, conversation starters. Let me see what you are saying in the chat here. Let me put you up the chat overlay here so I can see on the screen here. Okay. Miss Southern Belle says, "Are you okay?" I guess you're talking to me. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. And she says, one, she can hear. Miss Linda can hear. Okay. Thank you all for joining me today. I'm going to be coloring this today for the Christmas in July. Let me take this off the screen here because it's in the way. Conversation starts. I will be asking you some questions while I'm coloring. Okay. All right. I'm looking at the chat and trying to see if there are more. Yeah, it's just Miss Linda and Miss Southern Belle. They rocking with me today. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Okay. All right. Now, conversation starters. I had some questions. I'm not going to do my little card thing today. This is going to be related more towards coloring. And my conversation starter for you today is, what are you coloring now? What are you working on? I see Miss Linda, she's coloring a lot of stuff. I saw you working on a page that I've colored out of the mythographic Avery, however you say that. And it looks pretty good. I love that book. So I see you're doing that and a few other things. Oh, I'm stopping social media because I am working on some things and it kind of is, how can I put it, a distraction for me. I tend to spend more time on social media than I do working on the things that I need to work on. I have to get my design for my merch complete. I started it in April. I still haven't even done it yet. I have the shirts. I just need to make some changes. Also, with social media, it just takes up a lot of time. And I tend to, you know, doom scroll and spend more time on social media than I should. But I will continue to do YouTube. I'm not leaving social media. I'm just taking a break from it so that I can focus on creativity, doing the things that I need to do. Sometimes for me, it can be a distraction and I end up not doing anything. So that's why. No, there's no problem or no issue that I have. I just need to buckle down and get some things done that I've been saying that I need to get done ever since April, probably February, and I haven't got it done. It's time to stop playing. The year is halfway over, and I still have not done what I'm supposed to do. And that's why I'm taking a break from social media. Yeah. So, hey, Bubbles Studio, how are you? Welcome into the live stream. Miss Linda says, let me see. I can just see you on the screen here. I could put your comment up here. Let me see. It goes up. Okay. All right. Miss Linda says, yes, working on several whips. Mythographic Aviary, Johanna Basford's Lost Ocean. I just bought Lost Ocean book, so I need to check out what you're coloring. You're coloring a lot of stuff because every time I scroll down my feed, you're coloring something different, working on a lot of different things. That's cool. And Enchanted Forest. Is that it? Yeah. And the Amen Dollar book. You have a lot going on, Miss Linda B. All right. Miss Southern Belle, I am diamond painting stickers. And now I'm working on a cat fairies cats. So you're working on a cat fairies coloring book, maybe? I don't know, but cat fairies, that's neat. Miss Bubble says, I am good. Glad I caught the stream on my way to work. Okay. I saw you have done Inky and you're working in mythographic. To this week, I couldn't hardly keep up with you. You've been putting up these videos. But yeah, welcome to the live stream. All right. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get started with coloring this. Um, Thank you for sharing what you've been working on. Miss Bubbles, what are you working on? I know you're working on you probably can't type because you're on your way to work, but I know you're working on Inky and the Ivy. Is that Inky Ivy and the Inky Butterfly? You're redoing some things in the newer book. And let's see. I think you're doing things in mythographic. Do you have your Bubbles? This is directed to you. Is your Patreon active? I just want to know because I went over there and I was thinking about joining, but I didn't know if you were active in there or not, if you've been doing anything. But just let me know that. I was curious about that. Okay, so she says that I'm working on a few mythographic books, Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, and also working on my art stuff too. I like your art stuff, the little animal. I can't even think what you call it, but it's all of it's so cute what you're doing. I hope you're making a coloring book one day because what I've seen that you shared is very, very cute. And I know I would like to color it. All right. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get started with coloring this Santa Claus here. I'm going to zoom in some. This is from R.J. Hampson's coloring book. And all I'm going to do for this live is color Santa Claus. That's it. And then I will finish the page off camera at a later on and let you see. I'll post a picture of it. Yeah. So what is Miss Bubble saying? She says it is a little dust. I brought my tablet to work today, specifically to work on my Patreon. Funny you mentioned it. Okay, that's good. Let me know when you get everything dusted off and ready to go, because I really want to join you over there. Okay. Hey, Coloring with Tani. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Where is Miss Tani? Coloring with Tani. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So what I'm going to do is color I'm going to color Santa Claus's jacket, but I'm going to color it with red pencil. I'm not trying to be light-handed with it because I'm going to be going over it with a marker, specifically a Sharpie marker. Okay. And so what is Miss Southern Belle says, I got the book called Reflections by Kirby Rosanis was on sale on Amazon. Yeah, I've seen that some of the books are on sale over there. Pretty good deals too. That's good, Miss Southern Belle. Happy coloring in that book. All right. Okay. Now, I've asked you what you're working on, Miss Coloring with Tani. You're coming in. What have you been working on as far as coloring is concerned? Let us know in the comment section if you want to let us know. What I'm doing now is just coloring Santa Claus's jacket red. This is a page that I found in the Christmas Tiny Homes. He has some pages in here that look like, as far as the area that the Santa is in, that it could, go be a page that you can color for Christmas in July. So I decided to color this one. And there's another one in here as well that you can color. Quite a few, actually. There was one with the train and mountains. I didn't want to be coloring all those trains. So I chose this one. I thought it would be a little bit easier quicker rather, not easier, but just quicker. So I have my jacket colored. That was pretty fast. Now I'm going to go over this with my Sharpie. I'm not trying to do any shading or anything like that. I just want to get this little picture colored. This is for fun. Yeah. So I have my jacket colored. Now I'm going to go in and color the hat. These Prismacolors feel pretty good. I don't use Prisma that much, but what I had done before I started the video is I pulled out cheaper pencils to use, but I noticed there's a difference with the pencils that I was trying to do this with as relates to me covering it with a marker. It looks better and smoother and more matte when I use Prismacolor or just a better quality pencil than if I, use one that's lower, lower budget friendly or whatever. It doesn't look so good. I said, okay, I thought I can just use any pencil. I'm not getting the look I wanted. I'm not getting it to look the way I want it to look when I use the different pencil. So I said, let me pull out my Prismacolors, and I actually got what I was looking for if I'm going to cover it with a marker here. And so I had to switch up my plan and pull out the Prismacolor pencils. All right. Let me see what you're saying in the chat. Okay. What am I doing? Okay. Hold on. What is going on here? I don't need to reply. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Tanice says she's been working on Fantasy's tiny homes and she's having a wonderful time. Good, good. Hey, Miss Foxy Colorist, welcome to the live stream. Good to see you. Okay, so now that I have my color down on the hat and the jacket, I'm going to take my Sharpie. I have two of them because I have not used them in a while. And so sometimes they tend to dry out on me. But I'm going to take this one first, which is not the brush tip. And I'm just going to cover this with the marker. Whenever you want to use like an alcohol-based marker or even a water-based marker and you're like, oh, that's going to bleed through my paper. I don't want that to happen. Do this little trick here. Put down a layer of pencil first and then go over with the marker that you want to use. And you shouldn't have any issues. I don't have anything bleeding through here, but this is I think 60 pound. This is a thicker paper than I'm coloring on. But you know what? I tried it on R.J. Hampson's regular paper in a few other books, and it did not bleed through at all. And you know that paper is like copy paper, actually. And so if you want to color in that book, but you are like, man, I can't use markers, I don't want it to bleed through, then put down a layer of pencil first and then cover it with whatever marker you're using, and it will not go through. See, it looks like this marker is wanting to dry out on me. So I discovered that, and now I can't stop doing it. Because now what's happening, it has like a matte look here, and it's not going through. Even if I had not colored this, it may not go through, but this is Sharpie, so it probably would go through on this paper. But the pencil serves as a barrier. That wax, it serves as a barrier for the marker to not go through. All right, let me see what you're saying here. Okay. Awesome tip. Okay, let me see. Welcome, Bailey. Hey, Bailey Creates. How are you? Bailey Black Creates. Okay. Yeah. Tania, I didn't know that either. I've been looking at a lot of videos, and I sometimes with coloring, I get a little bit frustrated because I feel like, yeah, you know how you, well, I don't really color that well. I don't think I do. I have a lot to learn, but I found a lady's channel that really inspired me. She's an artist, but she doesn't upload videos too much anymore. But she has a wealth of information on showing you how to use markers, how to use water-based markers. She's an artist. And after I watched her, one thing that she said, and I'm going to share that with you today, is that whenever you're coloring, just take your time. Don't feel like you have to rush when you're coloring. And that keeps popping in my head when I color. And I have been doing so much better since I've watched her tutorials, listened to the recommendations that she shares. It really was helpful. I think her channel is Share Kaufman, something like that. She has a couple of mandala books and some other books as well as journals. She sells a lot of other stuff, but it really helped me to get back on track as far as coloring. And I've been taking my time. I'm not in a hurry to finish a page per se. I just take my time, and when I take my time, I notice that everything falls together perfectly. Yeah. So I didn't know that either, but now I know. I'm going to make a video to show you some examples of in some books, specifically RJ Hampson's book, because that paper is thin, but I did something. I said, ooh, that marker didn't even go through the paper. How cool is that? Which I know some of you who've been coloring for a while, you're more experienced, and I'm messing up, but that's okay. You're more experienced with coloring. You probably already know this about the marker and the pencil covering it with the marker. So now this looks very smooth. It's not perfect, but it's okay. And then you know what? You can go back over it with pencil if you want to. All right. I have my hat done. And where I have these little lines and stuff, I'm going to accentuate certain things with either gel pen or a white pen, white gel pen, or some type of sparkly pen. Now, I have the hat and the jacket. I'm ready to do his shorts because I'm going to have some red in the shorts here. I had to take some notes on where everything went because I would not remember it. Okay. Okay. Let me see what you're saying in the chat. I'm taking a break from coloring. Okay. Wait a minute. Foxy says she can't wait to do that. Yeah, try it. You're going to be like, whoa, I didn't know I could do this. I'm going to be doing this on all these pages now. But the thing is, with coloring with the pencil, you don't have to be perfect, but you do have to get the wax down, because I was using a cheaper pencil and then I went in with the Sharpie and it still bled through. Okay. So even if it's a cheaper pencil, make sure you you really cover it pretty well. I don't think I covered that section too well, and that's why it went through. Okay. Well, I didn't know that. Bubbles says, nope, I didn't know that. Okay. If Bubbles didn't know, I feel okay now because Bubbles, she's been coloring a while. She's you're an artist because you can draw very well. Thank you, Foxy. Thank you. Okay. All right. So now what I'm going to do, I am going to use red here in between, make the shorts red. Okay. Let me take that off of here so you can see. Now I'm going to go in between here with my red. Now this is scarlet. Sometimes I think I'm too loud. Let me move this microphone away from my mouth. um, Scarlet Lake. This is the premier pencil here. So that's all I have, the uh, Prisma pencils and some Sharpie markers, and I have a few Stabilo markers. This paper is not copy paper or anything like that. This is a heavier stock paper. And you can tell that too, just by the white of the paper. Because a lot of times if it's, I guess, a smooth paper without much tooth, the pencil's going to go down smoother and look smoother, if that makes sense. When you have some texture on the paper, you're going to see this more, the white space. That's what I've been noticing. Now, I have another question to ask you for conversation starters. What tools meaning any of your colored pencils, markers, paint, whatever it is that you're using, what are you enjoying the most with coloring? What are you using the most and you're just loving it? Let me know in the chat, in the comment section. What are you enjoying using so much when you're coloring? Well, you know what? I told you about the ladies, the video I saw. She showed how to use markers and even your fine liners. I said, man, I've been using these fine liners wrong as far as how I color with them. And I've been using markers wrong as far as how I color. Sometimes, we take the marker and we just want to go like this, but you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to go in one direction. And I think if you saw me coloring the jacket, you might have seen me doing it. I'm going to try to do it on the shorts here when I cover the shorts with the fine liner, because this is a smaller area here. So I need a finer tip so that I can get in here. All right, what is that? Okay. His little belly. Santa got a belly. Just a little belly. Okay. Looks like some little string, but we're going to make it red. I mean, I'm going to make it red. You're just watching. Okay. I'm going to go over it a little bit more so that it's fully coated with the pencil. I'm not coloring too hard. You know that you don't have to color too hard with Prisma anyway. I'm just going back over to cover the white that I see. I don't have to be, I don't have to make sure I get all the white covered, but I want to get it covered somewhat pretty good because I don't want the marker to seep through. All right, I have that done. Santa's looking okay. All right, let's see what we're doing here. I'm checking the chat, y'all. Miss Linda said Bubbles didn't know. I know. That's what that made me feel like, yes, I'm on the right track. Yeah. Okay, I know, right? Foxy says she struggles with streaking and alcohol markers. Okay. Well, next time when you use your markers, I'm going to demonstrate it here, when I color again, but you just go like this. You're going up just one stroke like that. And even with the fine liner, she was going up because it'll leave a dot. but you have to kind of like, I'll show you. I'll show you in a minute. Bubba says she used mostly pencils and she does an amazing job. I love her coloring. I love that color in Prism Premieres. I love, okay. You talking about the red? Yeah. I'm still kind of new to marker. I just started taking them a little more seriously. Okay, okay. It's a lot to learn, because once you are get used to doing something one way, then you have to go and have to think about the markers a different way. So I can understand that. And then we have right now alcohol markers because I can finish pages faster. Yeah, yeah. It's a fast medium as I've learned. Miss Linda says that's a hard answer. I'm kind of in a state of learning how to use different pencils in other mediums. Okay, okay. And then pencils, they have always been my favorite tool to use, and metallic watercolors are becoming a close second as far as coloring. Okay. I love the way metallic watercolors look. But for coloring art, I'm finding I like acrylic, gouache, and markers. Okay, okay. I'm going to try this technique on a face. Okay, cool. When you do, Miss Foxy, show us. Let us see it. Miss Linda says, because I guess I can say that I am enjoying the Derwent chroma flows. It has solved a coloring problem for me in the mythographic aviary. Okay, I don't have Derwent chroma flows or anything from Derwent, but I hear that brand is really, really good. Thanks for sharing that. All right. Now I'm ready to grab my marker here. Since this is a small area, I'm going to go in with this fine tip in some areas. And you're going to see I'm going to make the stroke like I'm going like that. And that's how she says use it. We're used to, at least I'm used to taking a marker and just doing like this, making little circles, but you can't color with a marker the same way you do with a pencil. That's what I'm learning. So I'm going to start over here near Mr. Santa's butt. And I'm going to go along the edge of the line here and just go up. Does this pen work? Let me see. Yeah, it works. And I'm just going up, lifting up, going up. That's it. And as I go over, I'm just moving to the left. It's like I'm making little lines. But let me show you on this piece of paper how she did it with the fine liner as well as the marker. She just goes like this. You can even color a mandala like that. Go like this and get you another color. Let's say I get yellow. This is going to make orange, but oh well. And you can go in there and blend that in and just go like that. I'm not doing like this. I'm going in a line like this. I probably need to get a bigger marker, but this is how she says do it. You're going like that. And you may have spaces in there in between the lines, especially if you're using a fine liner. And what can happen is it'll look like you blended some stuff together. Okay. Kind of like that. That's how you do the marker. So I'm going to finish up with Santa's pant leg here. I didn't see this here, but when I first looked at the illustration, I don't know how I missed that. Missed that pant leg or short leg. But I'm just doing one single stroke going up. Because I was coloring a mandala. I started one just using fine liners and doing the strokes to add the different colors. I said, okay, all right, I get you. Because when you do it this way, you can't see where the line, you know how when you do a marker, you can see where the tip, well, not the tip. I guess this is what I'm talking about here. We have a dot here and we have a dot here. You see? Dot, dot on each end. But when you do it like this, feather it in, you can't tell where the dot is. Yeah. I think that's with any marker. But specifically with, the finer or smaller tips. Yeah. Her channel, I forget the name of her channel, but I think it's Cher, Kaufman. She has a lot of videos. They're older now, probably 5, 6, 7 years old, but she gives really good tutorial on how to use the markers, use water-based markers. I'm going to do a background with water-based markers because I have I guess it's a little tray thing with this water spray. I bought that from Amazon, and you spray it. Well, you put your colors on the little plastic plate, and then you spray it with the water, and then you can transfer that, smooth it onto your paper if you want to do a background of some sort. I said, ooh, that's going to be really cool. I'm going to try that. What I'm going to do, since I mentioned her, I'll put the link to her channel in the description box after the live stream so you can check it out for yourself. Yeah. So I'm about done with this. Kind of messing up a little bit, but that's okay. And then I'm just going to go up, sweep up. I do have another question to ask you. You know that when I'm coloring, it's hard for me to talk because I end up messing up stuff. I have one little area to do over here by Mr. Santa's belly. Okay. I missed some spots. Let's see. Okay. And I missed some spots over here. Okay. I have that done. I need to do a little bit of erasing here. Get some of this Christmas stuff off of here. I'm gonna have my little brush. All right, so I have that done. I have his shorts, but I need to finish the shorts there. Do I have another question for you? Okay, let me see if anybody. Let me see. Okay, I got that Derwent. Cool, thank you. Can I see the back of the page? Yeah. Where is it? This is okay, you can faintly see a little bit of red, but this is not thin paper. This is a heavier paper. I think this is 67 pounds. But you can see a little bit of red, just a little bit. And just think if I had colored and coated it a little bit more with the pencil, you probably wouldn't see that. I get a little bit of ghosting. That's it. Let me turn the light down so you can see. You might not be able to see that because of the light. Let me see if I turn it down, if you can see it. There we go. I turn my light down on my ring light and you can see it. But even still, it's not like really bled through. Okay. It's, I guess, what people would call ghosting. Yeah. So that's that. Turn my light back up so you can see it. Look, it be looking kind of dull to me. Let me see. All right. I think it was up to 200. All right, we go there. Okay. Awesome. Okay. All right. Now moving on to this part. I forgot to color his pants right here. The part that needs to be red. I would think that if I had really coated the paper like I should have, I probably wouldn't have gotten that much ghosting. This is a thick piece of paper. Well, I wouldn't say it's that thick, but it's heavy. It's Bristol vellum or something like that. Oops, I'm getting out of the line here. Erase that a little bit. So I do have another question for you. If you don't mind, I am thinking about this. Ooh, I have two questions because I just did something and I want to know, do you do it too? Do you buy stuff like other books and stuff that you color in that you don't show anybody, you don't tell anybody about? Because I've actually bought something that's, I guess, more personal for me to practice more, and that I'm not gonna share in a haul or anything. Do you ever buy stuff like a book or whatever that's just for your eyes only, for you to work in? That's what I've been doing. Yep. So notice here when I colored this part, I coated a little bit more so I can see if this is going to go through. Okay. I just want to see how well the marker goes, if it goes through or not. And let me know, do you buy stuff like if you buy a book and you say, well, this is for my eyes only, this is personal to me, and I just want this to be something for me, and you don't share it with anybody, maybe family, but even with family, you might not share it with family. It's just something that's personal, just like a diary or a journal or something. I'm going in here with the fine liner because it was hard for me to get into this little tiny spot here. Now I want to see how well this covered, how much ghosting I got, because I covered this a little bit more with the pencil than I have done with the jacket and the hat. Okay. Where am I? Here. And that's a lot less ghosting. I barely can see it, but I still can see something, but not as much as I see here. Okay. I see a little streak there. Let me get my, but you can always go back over it with pencil. And if I'm going back over it again, I may get some bleed through, maybe. But it gives it a matte, smooth look finish. I like that. And if I want to come in here and do shading, I guess I could with pencil after the fact. All right, let me see what you're saying. I have my shorts and everything done in the hat. All right. Okay. Very faint. Yes, effective. Thank you, Miss Linda. Miss Bubbles. I'm not conscientious about doing house. I hear you. I never thought about it that way, but yes. Okay. Okay. And also, I've gotten to the point where I don't really want to do completed pages videos. I don't know. I may do them quarterly. I just don't know. Cause you know what? Because I feel rushed sometimes to try to get pages done. I'm trying to take my time, you know. So yeah, you know how that goes. All right, now what's the next color here? I want to do inside the leaf. I want the gray. The bag is supposed to be yellow. Let's do yellow. Let me see what you're saying here. Whoops, I clicked on the wrong thing. Okay, we're speaking to Miss Taylor. Taylor Made 651 Hair Studio. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Got a hair person in the house. Welcome. Okay, so I'm done with that. I think I'm going to move on, take a break from the shorts. Now, with the flowers on the shorts, I already know the colors I'm going to use, but I don't want to do that right now. I want to do this bag, okay? I want to do this bag. The color of the bag, I chose yellow. So I have a pencil here from Prismacolor. I have lemon yellow. 9, I guess it's 15 or 13. My numbers are rubbed off here. But it's lemon yellow. And I'm just going to go over here and color Santa's bag here. And you know I'm going to go over it with a yellow marker. I have my Sharpies. I have two different well, three of them over here actually. I have a fine liner. I have a brush tip that has a fine liner, and then the regular permanent marker that's kind of wider, kind of fatter, I guess, on the tip. Also, the tip about coloring with the pencils that I got from the artist that I was watching. I binge watched her videos. I need to go back and rewatch. But I didn't know this either. I guess I did. When you're coloring with the pencil, to keep the point, turn it. Some of you probably already know that, but turn it a bit so that you can keep the point on your pencil. Because every time you turn it, it puts down color a little bit better if your pencil has a point on it. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm picking it up and turning the pencil. I didn't know that. It's a lot to learn with coloring, especially if you want to, learn how to do it and be good at it, at what you're doing. So ever since I learned that tip, I've been conscious about, is it conscientious about self-conscious, whatever. I don't know. Y'all tell me. I've been noticing that a lot, and I tend to do it. And it works. I said, oh, when I turn my pencil, I get more color. It feels better than it being more blunt and me just coloring like I'm coloring with a crayon. And I think if you were using crayon, you would do it the same way. Pick it up, turn it a little bit to get that little point. What point you can get from a crayon. I don't know if you can get much of a point, but you can. So with this, I know I have quite a bit of white space here, but I don't really mind because I think my yellow marker is a little bit darker than this yellow pencil that I'm using. Okay. I'm blowing because I don't have my brush. And I know whenever I take my hand to move this stuff off of this picture, it'll smear. And I don't want that to happen. Okay. Let's see what you're saying here. Yeah, I didn't think about that consciously, but one reason I don't keep sharpening my pencil is that I use the edges and the angles made on the pencil as the point where it's down. Yeah. Okay. But you're doing it. You're doing it. Yeah. But you don't think about it. Okay. Tailor made. Hey. Okay. All right. Whoops. Now I have my bag colored. I'm going to go in. I have this one, which is a brush tip. And I think my brush tip is messed up here, but I'm going to use it anyway. In other words, this is probably drying out on me. I've had these for a while. And you know what? I also learned that with these brush tip markers, I was using them wrong. Because I always wondered why was my brush tip messing up so quickly. It's because I wasn't using it properly. The way I'm doing now is the way you probably need to use it. Not straight up and doing all this because it will surely mess the tip up, fray it very quickly. Yep. I'm learning a lot these days. I've been looking at a lot of videos to learn stuff. And I used to not do that. I don't know. Now I'm in that mode where I want to learn to do this right. Let me look over here and let me see how to do this. I used to then watch a lot of how-to videos, but now I'm at the stage of coloring, I guess, learning to color, where I want to watch now. At first I didn't want to do that. I guess we go through phases and stages of learning about being creative. At least that's what's happening to me. Okay, this marker I think is about to die on me. It's drying out. Let me see how it looks on the back. I don't even see anything here except for the red. I'm going to get my other marker and see if I can get some color on here. Let's see, I think this one is drying out too. No, it's not. I guess this pencil is doing such a good job at blocking blocking it that I can't even tell if I'm putting it on here. I do have another question for you, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I sure do. Which is similar to the last question about what you've been using that you really been enjoying. Okay, we have the bag. Bag is done. I think the bag looks good. Of course, I'm going to go in and add my little accentuation type of things like, gel pen or white gel pen or whatever. Okay. Now, my question, what have you bought lately that you like a lot? Like lately within the last week or two, or even this month, you bought something coloring related and you really, really like it. It could be a book. I just Well, I just bought a book, y'all. I was looking for I was looking for a grayscale coloring book and I found one, and I'm sure some of y'all already have heard about this book because it was published in 2023. It's new to me. So it's called Wildflower. I forget what it's Wildflower, but it is by Christine Caron or Karen. She has some beautiful, beautiful illustrations in there. I just can't stop looking at them. That's something I just bought that I just love. I haven't colored in it, but I am enjoying looking at the illustrations. So, what have you bought lately that you like a lot? Let me know in the chat. Okay. That's an excellent tip for prisms because mine break when I sharpen them. Yeah, they break easily. I don't like that, but yeah. Thank you, Miss Southern Belle. Linda says Santa's got a brand new bag. Yep. Like Papa's got a brand new. Yeah. What's that song? I'm thinking about James Brown when you said that. Santa's got a brand new bag. Okay. Okay, your Cougar acrylic paint pens. Ooh, okay. See, I need to go check stuff out. Y'all know me. I'm gonna go check. But what I'll do is I'll just favorite it. That's what I normally do on Amazon. Cougar. I'm gonna remember that. Let me write that down so I can remember. Cougar acrylic paint pens. She loves them. Okay. Okay, and then Miss Southern Belle, I love trying new craft things. I'm doing diamond painting. I like it a lot. I've never tried diamond painting. You know, do I have anything? I just look at it and I'm like, woo, I don't know, but it looks fun once you get everything together. It looks so beautiful. Lovely, lovely, lovely. That should be fun. Plus, I'm doing ink and micro powder mixed with glue. Oh, okay. Okay. The last thing I bought was some color shift metallic watercolors. Oh, I think I've seen those on Instagram. I see people painting and you can just see how the the metallic is moving. Yeah, it's beautiful to look at. Very relaxing too. So I think the stickers are easier. Easy. Okay. So you thinking the stickers are easy. I'm trying to limit myself to one or two new supplies a month. I hear you, Miss Bubbles. You know what? I am now on a no buy. I bought everything. I did my haul. I'm done. I don't want to buy anything else. But I get what you're saying. You limit it to one to two new supplies a month. Try the stickers. They're very easy. Okay. So is that with diamond painting? Is that the same thing as with the stickers? Is that what you're saying, Miss Southern Belle? Kind of similar. Okay. I think I keep I've purchased a lot of different brands of crayons and I am enjoying them along with so-called children's coloring books. But I am a Toys R Us kid, so I get you, Foxy. I get you. Yeah, they are beautiful paints. The color shift, metallic. I can imagine that. That is just mesmerizing when you look at it. So say it ain't so, Evelyn. What are you saying? Me not buying something? I'm gonna try, because I think I have way too much stuff And what I'm going to be doing is going through coloring books that I'm probably not going to be coloring in. I have a lot of color by number. Yeah. And as the more I color, the farther away I move from color by number. When I first started coloring, I was doing color by number all the time. And I went out and got quite a few books. So, yeah, I have a lot of purging and decluttering to do. And I probably, more than likely, I'll film what I'm not keeping. Yeah. I think for this month, I may grab another set of paints or another set of acrylic markers by Thule Art. Okay. Thule Art. And Bubbles, let me ask you this. Do you use I know you use Faber-Castell, the polychromos, and you use Caran d'Ache. What are the pencils that you use the most? Your favorite pencils? Because I do see a difference when I use, let's say, Faber-Castell or Faber-Castell polychromos or Prisma, the higher end. When I go down and use a budget friendly one, I can tell the difference right away. But the budget friendly, they have their place. I tend to use the budget friendly pencils more anyway. But what's one of your favorite? Because I know you use polychromos a lot, and I've seen you use Caran d'Ache, the Pablos. Somebody said, uh-oh. Uh-oh. I just want to know. But I do like I've been using I bought some Star Joys. That's what I was going to use to base this, but it didn't work as well. That's why I pulled out the the Prismas. But the Star Joys, I do like them. I like Color. I like a lot of those budget friendly ones. We're gonna stay away from that. But I do like those pencils. Especially when I'm coloring in a really nice book, I try to use nice pencils. Good pencils. Yeah. So she says my favorite are polychromos, hands down. I was coloring. I guess I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up. I was coloring a page in what was I coloring? My Graphic, Wild Summer. I was trying to use, I only have a limited amount of Caran d'Ache Pablos, but I started out with that. I said, man, I don't have enough green. I need to get some more colors. I pulled out I want to show you the page because I'm proud of what I did. I pulled out the chromos and I was like, whoa. I even showed my husband. I said, you see this? This looks good. I was so excited. Hold on, let me show you. Oh my goodness. What did I do with my book? All right. Let me show you. I was so excited. Where is the little thing? Here it is. Okay. Let me zoom out some. Okay, here we go. Look at this. Now, I didn't have that many colors, so I said, I need to get some polychromos, and I did this right here. I was like, whoa, look at that. That looks good. I'm getting excited. And I guess my husband was like, okay, what's wrong with you? That look good. Why are you so excited about it? But I went in there and grabbed the polychromos because I did not have any other colors because I have a limited amount of Caran d'Ache Pablo. And I said, wow, that was just perfect. Anyway, I just wanted to show that to you. Yeah, polychromos, I think I'm starting to really fall in love with them. All right. That's it. I'm going to try to finish this up and once I get it finished, I'll post it on my community tab and you can see how it turns out. This is just Santa on a surfboard riding the waves. And then we have in the background the water, a little boat, little house and some mountains in this area here. More like a tropical Christmas setting. Yeah. Okay. All right. Awesome. Hey, Don Dini. How are you? Welcome. You said awesome. Thank you. Oh wow, that's amazing. Thank you, Bailey. Miss Dawn is here. I'm checking my okay. Why do I keep clicking on the same one? Then crayons, dirt, air. Then crayons, dirt, air. Then prism. I hear you. That's too funny. Okay. Holbeins are extremely close second to my polys, though. I have not tried Holbeins, but I've heard that they are really, really good. Yes. Okay, I'm trying to hit everybody's comment, and then we're gonna wrap it up here. Okay, I'm scrolling up, missing everybody. Holbeins, Light Fast, Pablos. Okay, so second, third, fourth. Yeah, you know what? When I grabbed my polychromos after having used the Pablos, I was like, girl, why you been using these little Pablos? You should have been using the polychromos. And I might not go back. I'll just finish that page with the polychromos. I thought you were going to say Holbeins. I'm trying to get them darn things out of my head, Bubbles. Shutter art, pastel, acrylic paint markers. That's what you've been enjoying. Lizzie Snow Bright, welcome to the chat. I've been missing. Okay, I think I got everybody covered. Okay, let me scroll back down here. All right. Okay, then Miss Foxy says, great job, Eva. I'm looking forward to seeing the finished page. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is finish the page. I am going to take a picture of it, and then the tips that I shared about the marker and the pencil, I'm going to make a separate video for that to show you how it works on different types of paper. I think that would be cool to know, to see, because I was impressed with that. Okay, so let me see. Miss Linda says I have one Holbein pencil and I'm mesmerized. You have one. Oh man. See, y'all know what my birthday is next week, right? And I was wanting a set of Pablo, full set. Now I don't think I want a full set. I think I'll just wait on that. I need to check out Holbein, maybe get one pencil and see how that works and go from there. All right. Okay, let me see what Miss Linda's saying, because I want to see this too. I just figured out that I have the Pablo rather than the Lumen, Luminous, the one that Karen D pencil I own. Maybe that's why I don't like it. It's hard, not blendy. Yeah, the Pablo is harder than the Luminous. I have 12 Luminous pencils from Karen D, and I try to see what the difference is. The Luminous is, I think the Luminous is softer. And I think that the Pablo, one of them is an oil base and the other one is a wax. And I can't remember which one is the wax base. Maybe Bubbles can enlighten us on that. Great live. Thank you. I enjoyed coloring while I was watching. Thank you, Tani. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna wrap it up. We talking about these pencils. I have some of the luminance. Okay. And I just want to see what they're saying. Diamond painting. Diamond painting stickers, diamond painting coasters, diamond painting magnets are easy. Okay, okay. So they're stickers. Okay. I kind of, they're different things that you can make with the diamonds. Okay. I guess that's the way I'm reading it there, Miss Southern Belle. Okay. I don't have all the luminance, just a few colors. That's how I am. I have just a few colors of the luminance. But they are softer. I think they're a wax pencil. And then the Pablos are oil based, I think. One of them, I don't know. I can't remember. So you did 2 cupcake magnets. Okay, okay. I like to see that. All right, thank you everyone for joining me today. Once I get this little Santa Claus done, I'll put it on my page. And as you know, if you are following me on Instagram, I'm taking a break because I'm trying to work on some stuff and get it done. And once I'm done, I'll be back on there posting. I will, however, continue to be on YouTube. That's my main social media place. The other places that I'm at, Facebook and TikTok, I'm not posting there. I've actually deactivated it. I haven't deleted it. I just took a break, okay, because I don't post there that much anyway. But anyway, that's it. That's all I have to share. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today and being in the chat. It was fun. And I'm like looking at what y'all saying in the chat before I go. Maybe I'll do a video. Yes, do a video, Bubbles, on all of your pencil collections. Okay. Mainly your favorite ones because, I kind of know what you like and what you use the most. So I can figure out what your favorite ones are. But I would like to see your collection. That would be a pretty cool video. Go ahead and do it, Miss Bubbles. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to get everybody, then I'm gonna go. Miss Linda's talking to somebody. So nice. Okay. I don't have any budget pencils anymore except a set of Black Widows. You know what, Miss Bubbles? I've been clearing out my pencils, right? And I have Black Widows, but I have some other ones. I'm clearing them out. So I understand. I'm to the point where I just want to color with what I know is going to give me what I want, the results. Okay. So I feel you. Bye, everyone. Bye, Tani. Thank you for joining. Thanks for the stream. Bye, Miss Bubbles. Bye, bye, bye. Oh, let me show you the one Holbein I have, the one pop. All right. I'll start there. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. Have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday and the rest of your weekend. And I will see you in the next video. Always remember to keep calm and keep coloring. Bye.